trying to start, so how about we be good audience members, kindergarten through 4th graders? Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 5th grade music program. We will begin today with 5 songs that we learned during music class. The first song is called Little Liza Jane. Little Liza Jane is a song that dates back to the 1910s and has become the standard of folk, bluegrass, and jazz music. Miss Mason's class will accompany the song on Orff instruments as we sing. Enjoy Little Liza Jane. Come, my love, and go with me, little Liza Jane. Come, my love, and go with me, little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, little Liza Jane.
Mr. Howard's class will now be performing an instrument piece on Orff instruments. This is a complicated piece that we like to call Ding Grinder Dong, because we think the melody sounds like a song in a commercial. Listen to the interplay between the melody and the accompaniment instruments as they perform.
Our third piece is called Zoom Golly Golly. Zoom Golly Golly is an Israel work song, and the phrase Zoom Golly Golly is supposed to imitate the sound of a stringed instrument. We sang this song in music class when we were working on an 8/16 note rhythm called Team Ticka.
Aaron will be singing a verse in Hebrew. It translates to pioneers are made for work, work is made for pioneers.
Next, Mrs. McFarlane's class will be performing a piece on orp instruments. We have called this piece Melody. This piece works on our ability to perform a complicated rhythm called syncopation.
Syncopation is a type of rhythm in which stress sounds occur between the beats instead of on the beat. It sounds like ti-ti-ta, ti-ti-ta. Listen to that rhythm in the xylophones.
called the orchestra song. This song is Australia Round, and we'll be singing the song in 4 parts.
Each part sings about a different instrument from each instrument families: the violin, the clarinet, the
the trumpet, and the drum. The parts will be introduced by Tori, Anna, Porter, and Natalie.
The orchestra song works on our ability to perform one part independently within a 4-part song. Listen as we add each instrument together, creating harmony.
Next up, 5th grade will be coming down to get set up here for the band and the strings portion of the program. Great job, guys. Come on.
Okay. All right, boys and girls, we'll start with the strings today. We do 2 warm-ups before we play a bunch of songs that feature different players. Our first warm-up is the scale, an important thing to learn on any instrument. Right, extra. Goes on, and everybody ready? One, two, ready, play. Number 15. Let's go. All right, now we're going to begin part of the program where we have certain players that are going to demonstrate the certain songs for you. This one is called Walking Song. It was one of the early ones in their book. And we're going to play 2 times, and a lot of them sing along with their playing. That's something band players cannot do if they blow instruments. We can sing while we play. They might be saying letters, and then they might be saying finger numbers. Watch and see if you can figure it out. Here we go, Walking Song, 2 verses. Here we go, 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, 15 on that. Song 22 players come this way. Song 22 come this way. As you're watching the strings, boys and girls in front especially, you can see this real well. When we bow the instruments, the bow has to cross at right angles, or we say making a T cross to the string. That's what we're working on. It's not as easy as it looks. It's kind of difficult with that. They have to be careful. The other hand has to work on being on the markers, and when they memorize a song, then they can watch both their bow and their fingers well, and it helps their song sound better. This song is called Let You Roll. A string, everybody. 1, 2, 3, play. When you first start to take a string instrument, if you choose one in 5th grade, you'll play what's called pizzicato first. It's pretty easy. You guys could do it. Even the youngest of you could do it. But you quickly learn how to bow after that. The left hand has to do the same thing whether you're picking or bowling. The next song, 43, song 43, people come forward. The next song we're going to do for you, and we'll show both ways of playing. Pizzicato and bowing. Now when you get to be more advanced on your instrument, an advanced beginner, you can hold your bow and play pizzicato at the same time. They're going to demonstrate that for you now. And I'm hoping that they're going to sing letters for you, every note, as you might know, as a letter name. When we play with the bow, why don't you kids sing along? If you know the song, why don't you sing the words to it in the second verse? All right, kids, let's sing our letters to them. Picking, pizzicato, holding the bow. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. after you play any instrument for a while, you start to learn about important composers for that instrument. The next song is a very important composer, Beethoven, and he has a tune called Ode to Joy. And the next boys and girls are going to play this, but step up, right? Step up. Now, here's what happened when we got to this song in our study. Violin and viola players had only been using the 3 strongest fingers in their hand. When you get to this song in the book, we have to start using the 4th finger. And that's hard at first because it's not a very strong finger. You might know that yourself. So we have to train the finger. When we learned this song, I welcomed them singing the finger numbers as they played so they could get that 4th finger doing its job. So we're going to play Ode to Joy, but if they're singing along, they're probably singing with their numbers to get that 4th finger working. This is violin and violas especially. Cellos have been doing 4th finger all the time, so it's not a new thing. Here we go, Ode to Joy. Ready? Yeah. 1, 2, ready, play. When the boys and girls get to middle school, if they choose band or orchestra, they're going to be playing music in parts. And like you saw the kids on the stage singing in parts, we also try at the end of our year to learn some songs in parts. So here's a song for Rashaka that will do with 2 parts. Page 25, 24. Everybody's all together, first verse. Here we go, ready? 1, open, 1, 2, 3, and go. Violin Cabbage Down. It is a duet or a 2-part song again, but this time it's not like a round. Each part is separate. We have a yellow part and a green part. What we're going to do is the yellow part would be the top part. We're all going to play the yellow part, and then we're going to divide it 2 times. And watch for one of the instruments in the orchestra is going to be a percussion player. See if you can figure out who. So here we go, everyone. The first verse. Now you're going to try and play louder the way we talked about. Okay, thank you. Say your letters. Yep, shot. 1, 2, ready, go. You're going to be seated over there where you had your instruments earlier on the risers. And take your book. Take everything from your stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will now be a brief transition while we set up for the band. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now ready for the band portion of our program. We'll begin with that classic concert band tune, The Scale. That was, of course, Mary Had a Little Lamb. We would now like to introduce our flute section. Our flutes will be performing a song titled Mozart Melody. You might know it best as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, or the ABCs, or Ba Ba Black Sheep. We would now like to introduce our clarinet section. Our clarinets will be performing a song titled Lightly Roll. We would now like to do a full band arrangement of a song titled Frere Jacques. If all goes according to plan, the second time through should sound like a round. We would now like to introduce our saxophone section. This year, we have two different kinds of saxophones. We have the alto saxophones and a tenor saxophone. They'll be performing a song titled Oh Susanna. Introduce our trumpet section. Our trumpets will be performing a song titled Go Tell Aunt Rhody. We will now do a full band arrangement of a song titled Ode to Joy. We would now like to introduce you to our low brass section. Our low brass section includes two different kinds of instruments, the trombones and the baritones. They'll be playing that unforgettable number, Doodle All Day. Our final section we'd like to introduce is the percussion section. Our percussion section includes 4 different kinds of instruments: the bass drum, the snare drum, the bells, and the maraca. They'll be performing a song titled William Tell. Ladies and gentlemen, we gave all 5th graders the opportunity to learn a duet with a partner. And these are the only ones who chose to do it. We have 6 all who learned London Bridge. Right. The 6 people who chose to learn it are
Jacob, Dominic,
Morgan,
Natalie,
Lauren, Edie.
and they'll be playing London Bridge. We would like to thank you for attending this afternoon's mandatory music program, and we will conclude with the song, Let's Go Band. wait for your teacher to dismiss you. Thank you.